Hi, welcome. We're going to be doing another one deck, one reading. Today we are playing with the Horror Tarot. Yes, I said playing with because all messages are meant for entertainment purposes only. Please only take what resonates and know your life and where you want to see this message fit for you. If you are sensitive to horror themes or think you might be, just keep in mind that there are some trigger warnings. I'm going to try my best to list them in the description below, as well as what the message is if you are triggered by those kind of things, just in case you want to know what the message is, but you don't really want to watch, or if you just want to listen, that's okay too. But I do advise if you are sensitive to not watch this video. For the for the price of this deck, it was $24.95, I want to say. Spent about $25 on this deck. I do love this deck. I've used it quite a bit on stream, so if you've seen me play with it on stream, then you have likely already seen it before. But if you've never seen it before and you're sensitive to these themes, keep in mind, if you're not sensitive to these themes and you're excited to see it, I will leave my review or a short review also in the description below. And if you like this video, please feel free to comment, and subscribe. I can't get words out. I never can. Let's see what your message is. So just keep in mind there's going to be some graphic stuff, potentially graphic stuff in here. Nothing too crazy, but you might see things that remind you of horror movies that you've watched. It's very much a call back to a lot of classic horror films in this deck. I really like it. A lot of old school movies, imagery that kind of teeters on an edge of this is like a horror movie, but I'm not getting too scared for it, at least for me. You might be afraid, you might be scared, you might not like the energy in this card or in these cards. So take only what resonates. If you don't connect with this message or with me, that is okay. So let's put this away and get to shuffling and seeing what our general message is. Now remember, with all messages, every single reader that you'll see on the internet will give a message that will seem very accurate to your life. Take the parts that are, understand the parts that are and how they resonate with you. But remember, you still have to live your own life and make your own choices. If you're getting any anxiety from listening to me or any other reader, then maybe the message isn't for you. Take it and walk with it, don't run. Okay? Let's go ahead and see what your message is, what this Horror Tarot by Todd Alcott, the Unemployed Philosophers Guild, has to say, and we'll get into it. Okay, first card is the Empress. Interesting. So the Empress, it literally says here, she has everything a woman needs in abundance, and she's the one that the forces of the mystical realms of the universe. So she's at one with the forces of the mystical realms of the universe. So it's giving very much an energy of a person who has and knows how to maintain what she has. Think of all of the queens, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, all of the queens in one card. My light just went out. Okay, we're not fixing it. It'll be okay. So our other card is the Strength card. Also a really good card. Really strong ambition. A contest between the most powerful, most terrifying creature alive and a lion. So whoever this person is that's going to be reading this message in the description, or at least hearing my voice and hearing the message, again, take what resonates. But this is a very powerful energy of a person who understands their strength. They literally understand what it took to get them where they are, but also it takes a certain amount of strength to maintain it. And what I mean by that is you can have a certain amount of power, but not knowing what to do with it is a totally different path. Having the power and knowing what to do with it are two separate things. And for you, you are able to grasp both of these things. Now, what does this mean for the message? Well, it means that whatever you've got going on, there is likely some underlying theme here of wanting extra, or at least wanting to take on a little bit more because you know you can handle it. Maybe it's not about taking on more. Maybe it's just about a self-doubt. But we're going to pull an extra card and see what that is exactly. What's the card that's going to tie this message together? Interesting how two cards showed and the Hanged Man stayed up, but this one fell down. Okay, so we always look at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Wands is a spiritual power. the Magician. So something that you want to happen, something that you want to manifest into your life, and that you are so confident and so sure of yourself that you can handle. But this card's kind of giving me like a, but can I? And I don't think that this message implies some sort of self-doubt that you have. I think it's more like I wanna be sure in the sense that I'll be able to handle the things that I can't handle that come with it, because everything kind of has a Trojan horse when it comes to your manifestations. I'm not saying manifestations come with ugly things, but sometimes when we want something, we also have to learn how to carry it. We have to learn how to maintain it. So let's see what this card is. Ooh, okay, so that's what I was saying about kind of graphic imagery if you're sensitive to it. Don't look, you're gonna wanna look. We have the 5 of Swords. So, what this tells me, and pretty confidently, is you're a person who likes to be up in arms. Your strength is sometimes about what you can manage and what you can carry, but it's also sometimes about using that strength towards things that don't really align with you, right? Maybe you're stressed about something that has nothing to do with you that might get in the way of your manifestation. Nothing that's meant for you will ever really pass you by. So if something's passing you by, it's not meant for you. I do want to say that what I'm getting from this is to have more confidence in your sense of detachment. I'm not saying that the things that you want are impossible, but the ways that you're thinking about your attachment to the thing and the way you're dealing with that attachment might have some hindrance, like you're getting in your own way. The more you want it, the more it might be impossible to get for you, or so you think. So I just want you to be more confident in yourself, and I want you to feel more proud and more honor in how you're able to maintain the energy that you have. Try to step away from this idea that you are getting in your own way, because that's actually adding to it. And yes, you are getting your own way. There's no doubt about that. But this confirmation is hopefully allowing you the presence and the peace of knowing that, yeah, I am getting my own way. So the only way to stop is to just stop. Whatever I want wants me to, and it'll come at the right time. But also understanding that a lot of the moxie that you have um and this like spiritual gift of ideas and the passions that you have them because you're you. And because you are capable of doing the things that you want to do. Just because it hasn't happened yet, and just because it's not quite where you want it to be, doesn't mean it's not going to at some point. I think for this message as well, you have the world under that, which is kind of telling me that you're on this like new path or new concept of a path. Maybe you're a person who is kind of stepping out from their comfort zone, or they finished a big lesson, or maybe you finished school and you're looking for a job right now. I don't really know what your situation is, but you really like you feel empowered to do something new, but you're feeling also set back from so much because you're not there yet. And the thing is, everybody starts somewhere. And just because you're starting not with nothing doesn't mean you don't still start from the beginning in certain contexts. So, whatever this message has to do with, I do feel like you have the support and you have the know how, but I think you're just maybe still a little bit wet behind the ears with certain details of it. Maybe you're a person who, who've come from a long line of being very focused on the negative of things, and now you really just want to be happy and separate yourself from negative thinking, but it has unfortunately turned into semi-negative thinking. I can't really think of any other part of this message that might make sense to you, but hopefully all of that did. What I want to say at the end of this is that for this message, I kind of just feel like sometimes we fight with ourselves because we know we can do better, because we know we are better than our circumstances, whatever those circumstances might be. Just remember they're there for a reason. They're teaching you something about patience within yourself. You are a powerful person, but sometimes you do need to slow down and take care of yourself. Maybe in your sense of power, you've kind of lost sight of something important and you're being asked to stop fighting with yourself and just reconcile with that version of yourself that's trying to be heard. Whatever that sounds like for you, whatever that feels like for you, reconcile with that version of yourself and tap back in, because that is your true power, is understanding you don't always have to be powerful. I hope this message helps someone, and I wish you all the best. Please let me know if you'd like more of this kind of message. If you need me to redo this reading with the original right away, I don't mind. But for now, I will go ahead and stop it there. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.